This is Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. I attended their event yesterday. I was on the email invite. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle was talking about the war on drugs, but they was talking about capitalizing off the war on drugs. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle didn't talk about ending the war on drugs. You gave libations and you talked about the elders in the community. You talked about the people you built your back upon. Well, I came into existence in 1997, all right? That's when I started. I don't know where y'all was at in 1997, but I've been in this fight since 1997. Westmore and Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, Karen York, Nicole Mundell, Jill P. Carter, y'all were at the event in 2014 when you did the presentation of the criminalization of poverty. I also gave you a presentation of being black in America. Westmore, Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, Jill P. Carter. It's the Get Shorty program, all right? Then y'all robbed a nonprofit. See that? November 2006. Dear Mr. Davis, thank you for your information concerning your fundraising event, Get Shorty Initiative. That's Get Shorty, long before Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle came into existence. Y'all talking about the war on drugs and y'all talking about making money and reparations. I didn't hear Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle at your event last night talking about ending the war on drugs. I'm a prisoner's right advocate. I'm part of Out for Justice. I'm the 2021 Weaver Award winner. Shorty, pull your mask up. Y'all ain't open your mouth up about this. These are criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. If you want to address racism, if you want to address the inequalities in our judicial system, you need to get behind this. Follow us? No. Leaders ain't leading you in the right direction. These are criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger because we're talking about the criminalization of poverty. We're talking about the new face of old Jim Crow. You feel me? And that's City Hall visitors. I gave y'all this information. Odette Ramos has this book. Councilman Glover, Odette Ramos, and Conway got it. I gave it to them in public display. That's a town hall, Community in Crisis, 2009. We talking about the war on drugs. Release all material to the voters, all right? Gov.O'Malley, Mr. McGee, parole and probation. I'm a cook, I'm a caterer. I've been in here since 1997. That's the State Board of Elections. We can run for office. Ex-felons can run for office. Contact us. I have contacted us. So we're going to play all the emails that I sent Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, and we're going to show your responses. That's the State Board of Elections. All right. You see that? That's Jared Dementor's Director of Candidacy and Campaign Financing. I blew the whistle on the corruption in the courts. And that's the Office of the Supreme Court. And I blew the whistle in 2007. I told y'all I was making a documentary about being black in America. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. Where was you at in 2007? Because I'm showing you the truth, speaking of power. That's Shorty program. Self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. All right, social, economic, political, medical, environmental, members needed. All right, and my fees and dues ain't as high as yours. These are contributors. I gave you careers, not jobs, religious calling, medical, health, construction, business, real estate, horticulture, environmental studies, visual arts and performing arts, political involvement, photography, journalism, technology, design, law, and cultural exchanges. I gave you this long before Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle came into existence. That's 2006. Where was you at in 2006? Where was you at in 2006? You see that? That's U.S. codes, misrepresentation of a felony, all right? Whoever having knowledge of an actual commission of a felony cognizable by a court of law in the United States conceals and does not as soon as possible make known to the same judge or other persons in the civil military authority in the United States shall be fined under this and imprisoned no more than 3 years. All right. I'm a whistleblower in the courts and the corruption in the courts. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle is trying to make money off of our black bodies. You want reparations for the war on drugs, but ain't none of y'all been to jail behind the war on drugs. I went to jail behind the war on drugs. Google search N62528. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. If you're going to lead us in the struggle, what direction are you leading us in? Because the way it looks like you leading us to put money in your pockets. Exploitation of black tragedies. We got enough of that. So leaders of a beautiful struggle, if I'm wrong, call me out. But I'm going to call you out. Because all this is in the book. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. Making a documentary about Baltimore, and you are part of it. The documentary is about how the relationships that you built with these officials. And as long as you don't say end the war on drugs, as long as you don't cause controversy, you are accepted. Well, it's not acceptable in our community. You can't say end the war on drugs and you ain't got no skin in the game. That's 2007. That's me, Shorty's Best of Baltimore, 1999. Shorty's Catering. I'm a cook. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor Hogan. All right? That's me on Falls Road. That's Brother Insurance. I was insured. You feel me? I was insured. My store was insured. And this is Exhibit 3, the FBI. Special Agent Jason from the FBI. And that's the case right there. 86 CF49, all right, 86 CF293. That's about the war on drugs and the money you made behind it. See that? Honorable Judge Starks. NAACP, Attorney Registry Disciplinary Committee, and the Lake County Board got that. That's the Supreme Court. All right. Chief Justice Roberts, this is a follow-up letter enclosed as the 2010 elections. All right. So leaders of a beautiful struggle, my paperwork is in the public eye. Social media for social change. You feel me? Y'all got a radio show? Well, let me on it. New episodes every Wednesday. Let's talk about black justice. Let's talk about black leadership. You host it, let me talk on it. You feel me? Now streaming. That's the Weavers in Baltimore. I got chosen to be the Weaver 2021. And right here, State of Maryland. You see that? State of Maryland, Governor of the Office of the State of Maryland. To weave, greetings. Let it be known that on behalf of the citizens of the state in recognition, all right? And that's the governor's citation. That's Governor Hogan. And that's me. Dwayne has been weaving in Baltimore. Dwayne has been building communities in Baltimore for over 20 years and is passionate about bringing people together, getting to think about things in different kind of ways. All right, these are the supporters of Shorty's. All these people. That's Andy Pierre. That's Walther's Gardens. You feel me? These are the different individuals that support me. I've been doing this for 20 years, since 1997. So leaders of a beautiful struggle, let's have this conversation. If y'all want to have cannabis houses and getting money off of the war on drugs, then you got to talk about ending the war on drugs. You can't exploit black tragedies claiming to be leaders. You feel me? So Westmore, I'm in this ear. Can you hear me now? You got leaders of the brutal struggle in one ear, I'm in the other ear. Karen York, criminalization of poverty. We're going to talk about it. Call me a liar. I'm going to tell the truth.